Imagine this. Something as routine as your morning shower could turn into a life or death situation if you're over 70. Sounds shocking, doesn't it? But there's a sneaky risk hiding in your bathroom at certain times of the day that most people never even consider. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal a surprising truth that could protect you or someone you love. We're diving deep into why showering at the wrong time can be incredibly dangerous for seniors and, more importantly, the simple steps you can take right now to stay safe. Let's jump in and uncover this silent threat together. Just last month, in a cozy neighborhood outside Portland, 74-year-old Eleanor Harris was living her best life. She was active, loved her daily yoga sessions, and took pride in managing her own home. But one morning, her daughter Sarah found her unconscious on the bathroom floor. Eleanor had been showering during what experts now call the most dangerous time of day for older adults. That single decision turned her world upside down. The heartbreaking part? Her family had no clue that something as ordinary as a shower could be so risky. Eleanor's story isn't an isolated case. It could happen to anyone over 70 who doesn't know the critical information I'm about to share. Are you or someone you care about showering at the worst possible time? Let's find out and make sure you're armed with the knowledge to stay safe. This isn't just about scare tactics. It's about empowering you with science-backed facts. The truth is, the time of day you choose to shower can make a massive difference in your safety as you age. Stick with me, because I'm going to break down exactly why this happens and give you practical, easy-to-follow tips to keep you or your loved ones out of harm's way. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to do to keep showering safe and maintain your independence. Ready? Let's get started. First up, let's talk about the most dangerous time to shower if you're over 70, between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. Believe it or not, stepping into the shower during these early hours can increase your risk of a fatal accident by a whopping 80%. Crazy, right? You might be wondering why your body seems to turn against you at this time. Well, researchers at Stanford Medicine have found that your blood pressure is at its most unstable in the early morning. They call it the morning surge, where your body's cardiovascular system is like a car revving up after being parked all night. Add in the physical demands of showering standing, balancing, moving around, and you've got a perfect storm for falls, heart issues, or worse. Let me tell you about George Mitchell, a 71-year-old retired firefighter from Denver. George was the kind of guy who loved starting his day early. Every morning at 6 a.m., he'd hop in the shower to feel refreshed and ready to tackle his day. But one morning, he felt a sudden wave of dizziness, lost his balance, and fell, fracturing his hip. He spent weeks in the hospital, and his doctors later explained that his early morning shower was a major factor. The morning surge had made his blood pressure erratic, and the effort of showering pushed his body over the edge. It's a story that hits hard, especially because it's so preventable. So, what's the fix? It's simpler than you might think. Move your shower to a safer time window between 10 a.m. and noon, when your body systems are more stable and better equipped to handle the physical demands of showering. Your blood pressure is more balanced, and your body is fully awake, reducing the risk of a dangerous incident. Here's what I want you to do right now. Grab a sticky note, write down, shower 10 a.m. 12 p.m., and stick it on your bathroom mirror. It's a small change, but it could be the difference between staying safe and ending up in the ER. Are you ready to make this easy switch to protect yourself or someone you love? I know I would be. This isn't just about avoiding a fall, it's about preserving your independence and peace of mind. Think about it. You've worked hard to live life on your terms, and something as simple as tweaking your shower schedule can help you keep that freedom. Don't let a preventable accident take that away. If you're still showering in the early morning, it's time to rethink your routine. And don't worry, I've got more tips coming up to make your bathroom a fortress of safety. Let's keep going. Have you ever stepped into a hot shower and felt a little lightheaded, especially first thing in the morning? If you're over 70, there's a scientific reason for that, and it's a big deal. According to research published in the Journal of Geriatric Medicine, as we age, our bodies lose some of their ability to regulate temperature effectively. This is especially true in the early morning, when your core body temperature is naturally at its lowest point. A hot shower during this time can shock your system, putting serious strain on your heart and increasing the risk of a dangerous cardiovascular event. Let's talk about Margaret Evans, an 82-year-old grandmother from Ottawa. Margaret loved her steaming hot morning showers. They were her way of waking up and feeling refreshed. But one morning, the hot water triggered a near-fatal heart arrhythmia. She collapsed in the shower, and it was only by sheer luck that her neighbor heard the noise and called for help. Her cardiologist later explained that the combination of hot water and early morning timing was a recipe for disaster. The sudden heat shocked her system, causing a dangerous spike in her heart rate that her body couldn't handle. It's a wake-up call that hits close to home. Here's how you can avoid Margaret's fate. Turn your shower temperature down to a warm 95-100 dF. It might not feel as luxurious as a scalding hot shower, but it's a lot safer for your heart. While you're at it, invest in a non-slip grip or mat for your shower. These are super affordable. Think 20 at most hardware stores, and they can make a world of difference in keeping you steady. If you're not handy, call a family member, friend, or local handyman to help with the installation. Don't put this off. This kind of risk doesn't give you a heads up before it strikes. Think of it like this. Your body's like an old house with a finicky thermostat. In the early morning, it's already struggling to keep things steady, and a hot shower is like cranking the heat up too fast. It throws everything out of whack. By making these small changes, you're giving your body the support it needs to stay safe. Are you ready to make your shower a safer place? I bet you are. Let's move on to the next big risk you need to know about. Now, here's something that might blow your mind. Those blood pressure pills you take every morning could be turning your shower into a hidden danger zone. Experts at the Mayo Clinic have found that many common blood pressure medications peak in their effects early in the morning. When you pair that with the physical demands of a shower, it can create a dangerous drop in blood pressure that makes you feel dizzy or even pass out. It's like your body's playing a cruel trick on you, and you don't even realize it. Take Linda Carter, a 75-year-old retired nurse from Bristol, England. Linda was diligent about taking her blood pressure meds every morning at 6:30 a.m., followed by her 7 a.m. shower. For months, she'd been feeling lightheaded in the shower but brushed it off as just getting older. Then one day, she nearly fainted, barely catching herself on the shower rail. Her doctor later explained that the timing of her meds and her shower was creating a perfect storm for a fall. By moving her shower to mid-morning and spacing it out from her medication by 3 hours, her dizziness disappeared completely. It's amazing how such a small tweak can make such a big difference. Here's your action plan. Call your doctor today, yes, today, and talk about adjusting your medication schedule. Make sure you're not showering within 2 hours of taking your blood pressure meds. Grab a notebook or your phone and create a clear schedule that separates these activities. For example, if you take your meds at 7 a.m., don't shower until at least 9 a.m. It's a simple change, but it could stop a life-changing accident before it happens. Are you ready to take control of your morning routine? I know you've got this. This is about more than just avoiding a dizzy spell. It's about staying in charge of your health. You've spent years building a life you love, and something as small as timing your meds and showers right can keep you living it fully. Let's keep moving and tackle the next hidden danger in your bathroom. Let's talk about your bathroom for a second. It might look safe during the day, but did you know it can turn into a danger zone in the early morning? Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that low light conditions before sunrise can reduce your visual perception by up to 60% if you're over 70. That makes navigating a slippery bathroom floor a serious risk, especially when you're half asleep and your eyes aren't at their best. Consider John Reynolds, an 80-year-old former teacher from Boston. John was used to his 5 a.m. showers, thinking they were a great way to start the day. But one morning, he didn't notice a small puddle on the floor, slipped, and ended up with a fractured pelvis. The recovery was long and painful, and it took away much of his independence. "If I'd waited until daylight," he said later, "I would have seen the water and avoided the whole thing." It's a tough lesson, but one we can all learn from. Here's what you need to do. Install motion-activated nightlights in your bathroom and the hallway leading to it. These are easy to find online or at any home improvement store, and they're a game changer for safety. Also, add bright, high-contrast, non-slip mats to your bathroom floor. Look for bold colors like red or yellow that stand out even in dim light. Don't wait until next week. Make these changes today. The cost of a few lights and mats is nothing compared to the cost of a fall. Think of your bathroom like a stage. During the day, it's well lit and safe, but before dawn, it's like performing in the dark without a script. By adding these safety measures, you're turning on the spotlight and setting yourself up for success. Ready to make your bathroom a safer place? Let's keep going. Here's a surprising fact. You wake up dehydrated every single morning. After a night of sleep, your body's running low on fluids, and for seniors, that can make showering a risky move. Experts at Harvard Medical School say dehydration combined with standing in a shower can cause a sudden drop in blood pressure, increasing your fall risk by 70%. It's like your body's running on fumes, and a shower is asking it to do too much. Let's look at Thomas Baker, a 77-year-old retired accountant from Edinburgh. Thomas had been dealing with morning dizziness during his showers for years but never knew why. He figured it was just part of aging. Then his doctor explained that dehydration was setting him up for a fall. Thomas started drinking a glass of water 15 minutes before his shower, and just like that, his dizzy spells vanished. "It's such an easy fix," he said. "I wish I'd known sooner." Your new routine is simple. Keep a water bottle by your bedside and drink a full glass about 15 minutes before you shower. Make it part of your daily ritual, like brushing your teeth. Start tomorrow morning. It's a small habit that could prevent a major accident. Are you ready to add this easy step to your routine? It's a no-brainer for staying safe. This isn't just about avoiding a fall, it's about keeping your body strong and ready for the day. You've got so much life to live, and something as simple as staying hydrated can help you keep doing it. Let's move on to the next critical piece of the puzzle. Here's a sobering thought. If you fall in the shower at 5 a.m., how long will it take for someone to find you? Emergency medicine data shows that falls in the early morning are 40% less likely to get timely help because most people are still asleep. That delay can turn a bad situation into a life-threatening one, especially if you're dealing with hypothermia from a wet floor or can't reach help. Take Mary Collins, a 73-year-old widow from Halifax. She slipped during her 5 a.m. shower and lay on the cold tile for nearly 4 hours before a neighbor checked in. Doctors said that if she'd showered at noon, when people were more likely to notice something was wrong, her severe hypothermia could have been avoided. Now, Mary sticks to a mid-morning shower schedule and has a waterproof panic button in her bathroom. It's given her peace of mind and kept her safe. Here's your plan. Install a waterproof emergency call device in your shower. These are affordable and easy to set up, and they could be a lifesaver. If you must shower early, arrange regular check-ins with family or neighbors. Even just a quick text or call can make all the difference. Don't wait, set this up today. The peace of mind alone is worth it, but it could also be the difference between life and death. Think of it like this. Your bathroom's a bit like a remote island in the early morning. If something goes wrong, help might not arrive for a while. By adding these safety measures, you're building a bridge to keep you connected and safe. Ready to make this change? Let's wrap up with one final risk you need to know about. Ever feel like your brain's still hitting the snooze button first thing in the morning? There's a reason for that. Neurologists at the University of Toronto have found that cognitive function, things like reaction time and decision-making, can be up to 30% slower in seniors between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. compared to midday. That makes tasks like adjusting the shower temperature or stepping carefully on a wet floor much riskier than you might realize. Consider David Wilson, a 79-year-old from Winnipeg. David was sharp as a tack most of the day, but one morning at 6 a.m., he didn't notice the shower water getting too hot. He ended up with severe burns that landed him in the hospital. "My brain just wasn't fully awake," he said later. His doctor confirmed that his early morning cognitive fog was a major factor. It's a tough lesson, but one we can all learn from. Here's what you need to do. Stick to showering between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. when your brain's firing on all cylinders. You can also set a shower timer to keep your sessions short and reduce the risk of an accident if you're feeling off. Grab a cheap timer online or at a home goods store and make it part of your routine. Start this change today. Your brain might not catch a slip in time if you don't. Your brain's like a computer that takes a bit longer to boot up in the early morning. By waiting until it's fully online, you're giving yourself the best shot at staying safe. Are you ready to rethink your shower schedule? I know you are. So, let's get real for a moment. Is the habit of an early morning shower worth risking your life? The science is crystal clear. If you're over 70, showering between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. is like rolling the dice with your safety. But here's the good news. You now have the tools to take control. Shift your shower time to mid-morning, adjust your medication schedule, Install safety gear, stay hydrated, light up your bathroom, and make sure help is always within reach. These aren't complicated changes, but they could mean the difference between staying independent and facing a life-changing accident. If this information hit you as hard as it hit me, smash that like button and share this video with every senior you know. It could be the wake-up call that saves their life. Drop a comment below. When do you usually shower? And are you going to make a change after watching this? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more life-saving tips you won't find anywhere else. Let's keep ourselves and our loved ones safe, one shower at a time.